this. He's molesting people with vindictiveness, causing them to be angry, causing them to bring about confusion. Because he knows that God is moving. It's sad that the devil can know the side of the times more than we do as the people of God. Donald Trump is a physical example of the repercussions and divine consequences. For God has stripped him of even all his media accounts, that even his porn account was taken from him. Now, when the porn industry actually has a conscience and kicks you out, that's a problem. Because God is exposing some things. And he said we have to be obedient. For it's our obedience that will seal our covering. It's obedience that will seal our protection. And most of us are going to miss some things because we didn't complete our obedience at the end of 2020. But love does cover a multitude of sins. So if you can confess with your heart your love, God can have mercy through this purification period. That your protection can also stand for you. For the Lord spoke to me just this morning that there will be magma demonstration of what he has spoken. And if you don't understand what magma is, it's a lot of fire coming from beneath the earth. If you've ever seen a volcano that just came up, this is what we're about to see with the Lord. But God, oh glory, showed up today, y'all. But the first thing I got to do before I go into the questions is to ask you some questions. Of course, you don't have to answer them out loud yet. But these are questions from God, not from Apostle. Something to give you to think about. And the first question is this. What would you do if you never heard from God or felt his presence? What if God was not personable and did not allow you to ask him anything? What if God never answered you? What if God never listened to you? How would you feel if God was silent like you are so silent with him? Why do you treat me like a stranger, but expect me to be your father, said God? Why am I treated like a chore rather than a blessing, said God? Why do I not matter when your belly is full and money is available? Why am I not enough for you to give me your devotion? We're in a purification. And these are some questions God wants us to ponder. It's getting real. It's getting real. Playtime over with. Now I'm going to get into the questions that were sent in. I actually had some questions that came in this morning, but because the deadline was on Friday, I'm not going to answer those questions, except for the first two, and that's only because they were connected to some questions that was already asked. But I already told that person, and I will either do another Q&A, if the Lord say so, this month, and answer those questions, or just send it to that person. Or send it to that person and still give the questions and give it to you. Because I'm sure it's something that all of us can benefit from. This first question was a question from me that the Lord said ask, that many people have not even considered asking. And the question is, what is reverential fear? You can't guess what the questions will be. What is reverential fear? Have you even ever considered asking that? Well, reverential fear, it is being in awe of God, who He is and what He has done. Just the fact of being able to look around His creation. Reverential fear is an intentional sacrifice of worship because you understand who He is, what His worth is. Reverential fear is deep respect. This is why no man can be called reverend, because no man has any power of all, nor do he have the ability, because it's only God that can kill body, soul, and spirit. That alone ought to have us in a place of I can't do nothing but worship you. This is why He says, they that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth.